Good evening, good morning, Megan Mitchell. Happy New Year. If you are already celebrating, it is not quite probably 7+ hours away from the new year here in the United States where I live. And I wasn't intending on making a video today, but when something's been circling in my mind, that's kind of when I get on here. I don't really prepare. I just share my thoughts. And I've been thinking about this whole interesting concept of, people putting so much significance on the new year and putting so much emphasis on that definitive mark of changing from one year to the next, when really it's just another day. However, it's symbolic, and the symbolism is very important, and I think it's especially important in our Victory with Ash community. But I want to talk for a minute about the visual that's been in my head about us and moving into a new year. I've been thinking about us drawing this line between the old and the new. And what came into my head was this concept of a person standing over like a ravine, and on one side, and they've got one leg on one side, one leg on the other. And maybe there's like an earthquake and the earth is splitting open, and, they're being separated from one side to the other. And on one side, you have a person holding one hand who is representing the future. And on the other side is a person holding the other hand representing the past. And then in the middle, you have yourself. And, if the person in the past is stronger, they're going to keep pulling you back into the past. Eventually, as that earth separates, as everything is breaking apart, you have to make a decision. One has to win over the other. And, we do so much talking about core strength in fitness and being grounded and being centered. And, we think about it as the future is pulling us, the past is pulling us. But what if you are the one in control? What if you are the present? You are right here in the middle and you are in control. And hopefully you will allow that future and the present to be the stronger one, because you are the one feeding, whether you're following your past or whether you're looking back or whether you're looking to the future and your present. And in my mind, I'm imagining that the person who is the future is stronger or equally as strong as you are, the present in the center, and that you are grounded in both what's happening now and what's going to happen in the future. And instead of everything being pulled apart, and instead of your past, your present, and your future being separated, you're integrating. Because let's be honest, even though there's always things that we don't like about whatever year it is, we want to bring the good things with us too. We don't have to abandon everything from 2025. We don't have to, just throw it all away, because there's good that happens every year. As I imagine someone walking down the road of life, and they're just, they're dropping the things that are not serving them, and they're picking up new things that are serving them. And that's where I think we are here in Victory with Ash. As I think about Ash and about his strength, I'm not sure if anyone has ever read the book, Who Moved My Cheese, which is funny because, so often we miss out on what's coming because we're still looking back on what's behind us. And I think Ash is brilliant in that on this journey, he could see when, it was no longer serving us. And he already had the foresight and the willpower to start preparing for the future. So as we move into 2026, I hope that we'll all do the same, that we'll realize, what's not serving us and what is, and what we bring with us and what we leave. So many are still reluctant to let go of the old on-passive narrative, still talking about foundership, still talking about teams and all of that. And Ash has told us that we are not under that system. And I think it really all boils down to trust and really trusting that Ash is not going to leave behind anything that was good for us. He's only going to prepare the best for us in the future. And if we trust him, then there's nothing to fear. And so much of the time, negative emotions and negative behaviors are all rooted in fear. Fear of failure, fear of rejection. And if we believe that what's in the future is just as good, if not better, then there's nothing to fear. And we can trust that we are moving into an even better season in this journey in Victory with Ash and in our own personal lives. So I would ask you, what are the fears that are holding you back? What are you afraid of? A lot of times we don't make decisions to change. We don't actually fully commit to our future or whatever it is that we say we want because we're afraid that we'll fail. So we leave ourselves with an escape hatch. We stay comfortable. So what are you not doing, or what are you doing to prepare for your future, to prepare for the present and the future? I think it's important to say, just like I said with the whole visual of the person in the middle being the present, that we spend so much of our lives trying to imagine what the future is going to hold that we miss out on the present. So rather than making some grandiose, New Year's resolution, why don't we commit to being present each day and making small, actionable steps towards the future that we want? I hope this resonates with you, and I wanted to wish everyone a very, very happy new year and say that I am incredibly blessed to be on this journey with all of you. And I just can't wait for us to jump over into the future with each other and just be successful. Have a blessed New Year's, and I will see you guys soon.